guys, welcome back to Cotton Candy Raves. I am your host slash news person for the day, Cotton Candy. Today's video is super special and crazy due to the fact that Pasquale Rotella, the CEO of Insomniac Events, just announced some super crazy special news having to do with EDC Las Vegas, Beyond Wonderland, the Insomniac Passport, and so much more. Unless you're new here, you guys know that I'm a huge Insomniac Events fangirl and veteran. I've been to most, if not all of their festivals by now, and I've been to EDC Las Vegas 7 times in a row, meaning this year is going to be my 8th. So yeah, tons of crazy fun announcements Pasquale dropped in an Instagram post, and I'm going to talk about all of it in detail. But the first thing, we're going to jump right into the EDC Las Vegas part because that's the part everybody's most excited about, right? The EDC Las Vegas 2020 message from Pasquale Rotella. For the first time ever, we will be using the entire Speedway interior for our festival footprint. I'll be revealing the theme for this year's show this week, and we'll be dropping the lineup through a special Music Through Music episode of Night Owl Radio next Thursday, February 20th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Stay tuned. So the EDC lineup is dropping next week on Night Owl Radio on Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, which is California time. So what exactly is Night Owl Radio for people who don't know? It's actually the Insomniac podcast that is hosted weekly by the CEO Pasquale Rotella, and they've done this in the past where there's always an episode where they do the big EDC Las Vegas lineup reveal through a Music Through Music special episode. What it is that on Night Owl Radio they're going to do a stage by stage lineup reveal by playing clips of all of the DJs' music who are on the lineup. And it goes like super fast. Like some of the clips are 5 seconds long and they're just played back to back to back to back in basically like this mega mix. It's a really fun way to announce the lineup. Everybody always has fun with it. You have to listen and see if you recognize any of the songs, and sometimes you hear it and you're like, oh, that's this DJ and this DJ and this DJ, and everybody like starts deciphering it right away. The episode will be live streamed and you don't just have to listen to it, like they make a little video with graphics for like as they're playing the different clips, right? The one from last year is actually right here on YouTube and I will link to it so you can check it out and see what it's like. Twitter and Reddit are the platforms that are going to be dissecting the DJs on the reveal like immediately. So if you want like real-time updates of who is on the lineup, you definitely should check out Twitter and Reddit. And if you follow me on Twitter, I will be reposting all of the DJs that are being confirmed. And my handle is @_CottonCandyKid for that. So if you're lazy like me or you just like suck, like it's too much for you to handle, you can follow me on Twitter and I will be posting the updates of DJs on the lineup based on all the other hard work that everybody else did. If you missed the live stream of the reveal for any reason, just like any of the other Night Owl Radio episodes, they will be available on the different platforms. The video will be posted on YouTube and Facebook for you to watch afterwards usually. And then you can also listen on all the podcast platforms like SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, other ones. Yeah, so that's just for fun, but by the next day on Friday, they will post the EDC Las Vegas lineup flyer for everyone to see who is actually confirmed. Who do I want to see on the lineup? I, of course, want to see my favorite DJ, Darren Styles. He's been on basically every single lineup since like the 2013 edition though, so I feel pretty good about him being there this year. However, I really want to see my other favorite DJ, Seven Lions, on the lineup this year because he was not there last year and it was so sad. Okay, well, he was not on the official lineup and I was super bummed about it, but he did actually show up to the event and I think he did like a secret set and he also came on stage with Above and Beyond during their set, and it's just like I missed it because I had no idea like how are you supposed to anticipate that. But yeah, I really hope he's on the lineup this year and it's looking really good. But yeah, as long as those two are on the lineup, like I couldn't be more happy. But just out of curiosity, who do you guys want to see on the EDC lineup next week? Let me know in the comment section. So not exactly in Pasquale's little announcement update, but I do want to talk about like a side note. If you don't already know, this year is going to be the 10-year anniversary of EDC Las Vegas. So this year, the Electric Daisy Carnival is actually 24 years old. The festival originated in Southern California, and in 2010, it got kicked out and had to move from LA to Vegas for the 2011 edition. So that makes this year the 10-year anniversary of when it moved to Vegas and became EDC Las Vegas. So I don't even know what to expect, but you know they're gonna go all out for the anniversary, I'm sure. If you want to know more about why it got kicked out of LA, there's a super awesome documentary right here on YouTube called The Last Dance, so it's free to watch and I definitely recommend you check it out. Also, in in this update, Pasquale announces that they're going to reveal the theme for EDC Las Vegas this year this week. In 2019, the theme was Kinetic Love. Last year it was Kinetic Energy. And so what can this year be? And that's why I wanted to do this little side note, because obviously the theme is going to have to do something with history. Actually, quick other side note. So in 2014, the EDC Las Vegas main stage was a cathedral, and it was so freaking amazing. It was by far the best stage that EDC Las Vegas has ever had, at least from my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree. Even people who didn't attend that year look back at the stage and are just like blown away. So my hope for this year, for the 10-year anniversary, maybe they'll take a look back on history and hopefully bring back the cathedral. That's all I want! Darren Style, Seven Lions Cathedral. Am I asking for too much? I actually also do have this YouTube video called The History of EDC Las Vegas, where I go over all the stage designs and themes and lineups for all the years of EDC Las Vegas. It's super cool. If you want to look into the festival's history, I will drop the link in the description. So as if this wasn't enough, on top of that, they're actually going to use the entire speedway for the festival this year. So if you compare the festival map from the first year ever to the map of 2019 last year, you will see how much it has grown. They definitely use more and more space every year, but this is going to be the first time that they use the entire speedway, which is just crazy. Like, EDC has grown that much. So yeah, this is a lot for EDC Las Vegas. It's obviously going to be huge and crazy and insane, and I have literally so many EDC videos on my channel for you to check out. Vlogs of the festival from 2017, 2018, 2019, ticket unboxings, tip videos, literally so many videos to help you prepare and hype you up. It's wild, and I'm just gonna post a link to a playlist in the description so you could check it all out. The next update in Pasquale's post is about EDC worldwide. 2021 will be the 25th year of EDC. Over the next few months, we will be announcing multiple new destinations as we continue to take EDC around the world and grow our amazing headliner community. Expect a year-long celebration as we commemorate this milestone in our history and our culture. Like I just mentioned, this year is the 24th year of the Electric Daisy Carnival in general, which of course makes next year the 25th anniversary of EDC, the Electric Daisy Carnival. And what he says about a year-long celebration, like, oh my god, I can't. I have no idea what that means. They're going to be doing crazy stuff all year long at all their festivals, most likely, and it's too much for me to think about right now because I have EDC Vegas and Beyond Wonderland and all the other festivals to worry about from this year. So I'm just gonna put that information aside. It's just gonna stress me out, but I am excited to see what this year-long celebration will be like next year. The next update is about Nocturnal Wonderland. Our new site isn't quite meeting the high expectations we have for our headliners, so right now I'm weighing two options: skip this year's edition entirely and plan for 2021, or have it back at the Glen Helen for our 25th year. I want to know what you decide, so I'll be putting up a poll on Instagram soon to see what the vibe is. Just so we're clear, I don't know, maybe there are people out there who are new to the scene, new to Insomniac events. You're gonna hear Pasquale and Insomniac and myself talk about headliners, and what Insomniac and Pasquale mean when they say headliners are the attendees, the people in the community, not actual like DJ headliners. It's just the name that Insomniac has given their fans. So Nocturnal Wonderland possibly canceled for this year. That announcement is like a slap in the face to me. So what is happening is that last year in 2019 was supposed to be the last time Nocturnal was held at the Glen Helen Regional Park in San Bernardino, California. So I guess this is saying that the new venue they were looking at for the festival just isn't working out. I cannot picture Insomniac events skipping a Nocturnal Wonderland. For those of you who don't know, Nocturnal Wonderland was Insomniac's first festival ever. Even though EDC, the Electric Daisy Carnival, is the one that really blew up and is really like expanding and taking over the country and soon to be the world, Nocturnal Wonderland was the one that started it all. And Nocturnal is even more special to me personally because it was my first ever Insomniac Music Festival all the way back in 2009. And since then, I've actually been to Nocturnal 4 times in the past 10 years. And I have tons of super awesome videos about Nocturnal on my channel, like vlogs and reviews, history videos. If you want to check them out, I will post a link to a playlist in the description. I cannot imagine them canceling this festival, but also I personally don't really want to go back to Glen Helen either. Please let me know in the comment section what you think Insomniac should do. Skip this year's Nocturnal or have it at Glen Helen again. The next update in Pasquale's announcement is about the Insomniac Passport. The program has had an amazing inaugural year in 2019. This year we'll be expanding the program further and will continue to enhance our lounges and the amenities we offer our members. Thanks to everyone who has signed up, and keep sending that feedback. So what exactly is the Insomniac Passport? For people who don't know, what it is that you pay a monthly payment to Insomniac and it gives you access to every single Insomniac festival. How it works is they send out a direct email to different headliners who have bought tickets in recent years, right? That's been the only way to get one so far, and I personally don't have one because I don't live in California, and from what I have gathered, it's mostly people in California who have got these emails. No, I do not live in California. Everybody always thinks that. I used to, but now I don't. I live in Utah. I know, shocker. But yeah, the Passport also comes with other perks. Like he mentioned in this update, there are exclusive Passport lounges. So these designated areas at festivals that are super cool. They're decorated and they do fun stuff there, like meet and greets with DJs. I've gotten into most of those lounges because through my friends and then also media sometimes. So yeah, I've seen them and they're pretty cool, but I'm excited that they're expanding. I don't know what that has in store, but I bet you it's going to be really awesome, and I hope I get that email that invites me to sign up. I would be all up on it. I would go to all of the festivals. If I get it, I might move back to California just to go to every single one. The next update in this post was about EDC Orlando. Last year, we added a third day to EDC without increasing our ticket prices. Our goal is to keep those prices similar this year and continue enhancing our EDC experience. Orlando has grown to 75,000 headliners a day, and I can't wait to return to the Sunshine State. So this update of EDC Orlando is basically nothing compared to all the other updates in this post. Yeah, but there is actually something I want to talk about. This year is actually going to be the 10-year anniversary of EDC Orlando, so I would anticipate that Insomniac is going to go all out with it, right? Yeah, so the same year that EDC LA moved to Vegas is when they actually also had the first ever EDC Orlando. I do have vlogs from last year's edition 2019, which was only a couple months ago. I will link to them in the description. Next update is about Beyond Wonderland Pacific Northwest. It's been nearly a decade since Beyond Wonderland Seattle, but this year Beyond will return to the Pacific Northwest. I can't wait to go down the rabbit hole with all of you. Details coming shortly. Okay, so this update requires a little bit of backstory. I'm gonna go off track for just a minute, but I promise you it ties right back in. If you guys don't know about the music festival Paradiso yet, it was a festival that took place every year at the Gorge Amphitheater in Washington. Honestly, one of the most beautiful festival venues I've ever been to, and that says a lot because I've been to a lot of festivals all over the world. So the main promoter, the company that threw the festival, was USC Events based out of Washington. What a lot of people did not know is that Insomniac actually had a hand in Paradiso Festival as a partner. But most people do know that now because Insomniac is actually suing the parent company of USC Events, Conscious Entertainment Group, and the CEO for apparently a misuse of funds during their partnership on the festival. Basically, Insomniac gave USC $2 million for the festival, and the things that they were supposed to spend the money on were never paid, and it's still unclear what USC did with the money, so yeah, that's the tea on that. Well, when all of this was coming to light last week, Insomniac made it very clear that they were interested in hosting their own event out there completely independent of USC. Okay, so now it's all circling back. Now Insomniac and Pasquale are posting this update about Beyond Wonderland Pacific Northwest, and based on this lawsuit and everything going down with USC, my friend Lindsay and others are convinced that this means Insomniac will be hosting this Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge Amphitheater, which would be freaking amazing because the Gorge really is the most beautiful venue. And I do actually have vlogs of Paradiso if you want to check it out and see what the Gorge is really like for a festival. I can absolutely not imagine a full-on Beyond Wonderland event at the Gorge. It would be wild. Because yes, Insomniac was a partner with USC on Paradiso, but they didn't have any hand in the actual layout or decorations or any of that stuff having to do with it. Actual Insomniac events are freaking insane. I actually do also have vlogs of Beyond Wonderland if you want to check it out and see how super crazy the SoCal version is and try and picture it at this magical location of the Gorge. I'm so excited. I hope it works out. It says details are coming soon, just gotta wait. Speaking of Beyond Wonderland, the next update in Pasquale's post is actually quite relevant. The NOS has been home to Insomniac events since the early 90s, and I'm excited to announce that we'll be making changes to the venue for each event we host there, starting with an expanded footprint for Beyond SoCal that brings us into the racetrack for the first time in a decade. Whether you're there for Beyond, Escape, or Countdown, unique new environments await you. I've actually said this in other videos that I am quite sick of the NOS Event Center. Like I said, my first ever Insomniac event was at the NOS Center all the way back in 2009, and I've been to that venue probably like 30 times since then. And now I'm thinking I'm not the only one that feels that way, because this update almost sounds like a direct response to that, saying that they're changing the venue through layout for each event that they have so they all feel different. I appreciate that. Now, the last two updates of Pasquale's post I loved reading the most, I think. What Pasquale has to say about health and wellness. Enacting more extensive wellness programs is very high on my list for 2020. Mental health is a major concern for our community and the world, and I'm creating initiatives that will help implement care not just at our events but all year round. What he had to say about sustainability. In 2019, we poured almost 63 millimeter ounces of water at the refill stations at all our major festivals. That's the equivalent of just under 4 millimeter single-use plastic water bottles. We are also exploring solar options to power Insomniac's festival stages, and we'll be using biofuels to power our generators at certain shows this year. We have also hired a full-time sustainability manager who will focus exclusively on green initiatives and ways in which we can lessen the impact on our planet. Simply put, we need to do more, and we will. Okay, love this. All of this, all about it. Insomniac really is an amazing, genuine, and caring company. They're a brand I've always looked up to as an example for positive influence, and I will continue to support them as long as they stay this amazing. This was a lot to digest, so thank you for sticking with me through this video. I didn't even know I could be more excited about EDC Las Vegas, but boy did they prove me wrong. I can't wait to see if there will be a Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge. Ugh, that would be so freaking awesome. Just a lot of things to look forward to after this message from Pasquale. Let me know in the comments section your thoughts on all of this. Don't forget to check out the other videos on my channel. I have vlogs and tip videos for basically every Insomniac festival by now, I think. And please subscribe to my channel for new EDM and music festival videos coming out on my channel every week. Have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. Stay awesome, and until next time, peace out, Girl Scouts.